Good morning, Dr. Das. Are you with us?
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you. So we will start the session. Our principal sir is on the way, so we will join. So we will join this session.
Yeah, so the moment you are ready, just let me know. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can you be just confirm, am I audible clearly and my voice is very clear?
Yes, your voice is clear. So do
Yeah.
you want to share your screen? I mean, is there any presentation or you just stop?
No, I have the presentation as well.
Okay. So
So,
you can
so
change.
I'll present. I have the PowerPoint, so I'll present from here. Just allow me to, share the screen.
Okay.
So the program will start with my presentation, or do you have any other program before that?
Some introductory session and then you have to share your presentation.
Okay. So whenever you need my presentation, just let me know. Notify. I'll come back. Okay. I am here only.
Okay. Okay. So if you want to share the slide, then you can do so, right? Because the principal side is on the way, you will join through. In the meantime, you can try.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yes. If you want to try the
Okay.
slide screen share, then you can do so.
Sorry, I could not actually hear you. Can you please repeat what you said slowly? Voice was not clear.
If you want to share your screen, I mean, if you want to try this one, then you can do so because our principal is on the way. He is joining through. In the meantime, you can try it one. Because we can.
Share my screen. That's what you are asking.
I'm asking you to share your screen one because it's for trial purpose, you know.
Okay, just let me try. Okay, stop sharing. Just give me a moment. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. Uh, the screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, just let me change the slide. Yeah, it's changing.
Yes. It's
Okay,
perfectly
good.
working.
Okay, good, good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now we can share on the video screen.
No, pardon. Can you repeat, please?
You can put off the screen share on for now.
No, I am not getting actually what you are saying. There is a voice issue.
Just put off your screen now. Screen share on. Thank you.
Oh, it's not in share form.
What? No. It's off. Thank you. Good morning, respected principal sir, distinguished guests, respected colleagues, and all the students. It is with great pride and enthusiasm that I, Dr. Menak Chatterjee, an assistant professor of the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, welcome you all to the third National cGMP Day celebration. A day dedicated to acknowledging the critical role of current food manufacturing practices in ensuring the safety, quality, efficacy of pharmaceutical products across our nation and beyond. This year's celebration is particularly significant for Bharat Technology as an organization because we are celebrating this third National cGMP Day in association with the Indian Drug Manufacturers Association. We explored the evolving landscape of cGMP from digital transformation and automation to risk-based approaches and global harmonization. The path forward is filled with opportunity, but it demands vigilance, adaptability, and above all, integrity. today is more than a commemoration. It is a reaffirmation of our collective commitment to excellence, compliance, and innovation in pharmaceutical manufacturing. As we gather here, we recognize the countless hours of vigilance, the rigorous standards of it, and the relentless pursuit of improvement that define our industry and our people. Let us take this day not only to celebrate our achievements, but also to engage in meaningful dialogue, sharing knowledge, and renewing our dedication to the principles that protect public health and trust. Without further delay, let me initiate today's event with a traditional lamp lighting ceremony. May this light guide us on the path of integrity, quality, and continuous improvement, the very essence of cGMP.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः 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 शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते.
Thank you very much. So now it's time to move forward with the program. So I am requesting our principal sir, Professor Dr. Bharat Technology, to share his thoughts about the developing landscape of cGMP. Sir, please come on to the stage.
Hello, good morning. So today is the cGMP day. This is the third times of the in India. So today the present our guest, Dr. Parag, vast knowledge of the experience in the industry, the various industry in the experience. Now sir is the director position of technical Oman. And another speaker from Mendine, Anupam sir. So student of the Bharat Technology are gain the knowledge and direct questions about the details of the cGMP gain the knowledge. So without wasting of the time, we are going to start the today's first speaker speech, Dr. Parag sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Biplav, and everybody over there. So, if you allow me, should I start my presentation?
Yes, sir. So before that, let me introduce you. So
Yeah, sure.
yeah. So we are extremely grateful and happy to have with us our special guest, Dr. Parag. Dr. Parag is a renowned industry expert who boasts a distinguished career spanning 35 years in the pharmaceutical industry. He is currently serving as Vice President Technical at Oman Pharmaceutical Products Company in the Sultanate of Oman. Dr. Parag oversees various responsibilities encompassing product development, technology transfer, manufacturing and quality functions, project management, operational excellence, and regulatory affairs. Navigating the regulatory landscape to ensuring compliance with international standards, having successfully faced various regulators as an auditee. With previous notable tenures at Sun Pharma, IPCL Labs, and Torrent Research Centers, Dr. Parag have amassed extensive experience and expertise. Renowned as an industry expert in technology transfer, operational excellence, process engineering, and quality. Dr. Das authored about 100 scientific and journal articles contributing significantly to the body of knowledge in pharmaceutical science. So he has joined online with us. So, sir, now you can start your presentation.
Thank you very much. If you can tell me the screen is visible.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
ready. Yes,
And am I audible clearly?
yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you very much. So imagine this. We are in year 2035, just after 10 years. And a patient in a remote Indian village receives a personalized gene edited therapy within the 24 hours of the diagnosis and delivered by drone, which is powered by artificial intelligence. And the medicine is manufactured in a decentralized biofacility, and the logistic is tracked by end to end on a blockchain network, which once we thought and sounded like a science fiction Hollywood film, which has become really now standard practice in the healthcare. And this is the scenario. And this will be the scenario after 1 decade. And this is not a distant dream. This is the transformation we are heading towards in the coming maybe decade. So this is what I can visualize the scenario in the pharmaceutical industries across the globe. So when I began my journey in the pharmaceutical industry back in 1990, before just 35 years, our greatest pride lay in incremental innovation, faster synthesis, better formulation, and safer clinical trials. So that time, those were the milestones. But today, the landscape has transformed dramatically. The progress we have seen in just 4 decades is nothing less than a revolutionary. Let me share a few facts that reflects India's remarkable rise in this journey. So, as a facts and figures, India right now contributes 20% of the global supply of the generic medicines and 30% of the API requirement across the globe, and 60% of the global vaccine production happening in India. So Indian pharmaceutical industry is projected to reach 130 USD billion by 2030, just after 5 years. And right now it is about 65 to 70 in between somewhere USD billion. And out of this 130, we can assume that 50% will achieve from the export. Right now, at this moment, about 10,500 small and large and medium pharmaceutical industry we have in this country, and from where we are catering to the 200 countries. And so India rightfully holds the title, the pharmacy of the world. And the top of it, India has the highest number of the USFDA approved facility outside in the United States. What I'm trying to say that speaks about our regulatory strength and the global credibility. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. With this note, let me connect to our today's topic, that is beyond compliance, cGMP, and human values. And these are the twin pillars of the pharmaceutical excellence. So, let me go to the next slide. My presentation is framed in the context of the Indian pharmaceutical industry and its evolving landscape. And I'll cover mainly the cGMP and GMP, the present contemporary, all the challenges we are facing right now, and what will be the future contemporary, and how the cGMP and the human values are interconnected, and lastly, the way forward action plan. So today we'll go beyond checklist and the procedures to see how the strong systems and the genuine human values together build and lasting our pharma excellence. We'll also explore the modern cGMP practices, how people and the human values really shape the quality by working together. And there is a thought, as you know, and the saying, the skills can be taught, but values, especially this, our human values, must be lived. So in the most of the organization, we spend huge time, money, the investing on the training of the people and the technical skill, how to operate the machine, how to follow the SOPs and the complete good documentation practices. But when pressure builds by any means, it is not the skill actually decide the outcome. It is the human values always. Let me share a small example. Once a very capable operator who runs his machine very, very skillfully, very experienced, but to meet the production requirement, he falsified the data. So the skill was there, but the mostly the value, the integrity and the ethics was really missing. So what do you do with this skill? Does not have any value without this human value. So this leads to a simple question, why should the organization invest equally in the both? Because everything costs time and money, right? So let me go to the next slide. This is the current good manufacturing practice. I will not go through the GMP. You can go through it is readily available. GMP started with the thalidomide mixture. Then over a period of time, it evolved, and where we are right now. It first started with the GMP, then cGMP. cGMP just give me the idea why it is cGMP. It is C stands for current, because every other day you will find some improvement, modification. It is always in the improvement stage, continuous. It's in a dynamic stage. No matter what you do, but there is always a room for the improvement. So that's why it is called current GMP, a living system ensuring the products are consistently produced and controlled. Basically, there are three pillars to maintain the cGMP. One is the documentation, including the Alcoa Plus, and second is the equipment and facility qualification. Third is the trained uh, and competent personnel and professionals. So cGMP is about the preventing, failure, rather than the just, responding. So if we recollect the stepwise, evolution, when the GMP started, that was with the very, very stringent rules and regulation and dogmatic kind of GMP. Over a period of time, it has becoming now risk-based approach and the science-driven cGMP, which you can find if you go through the ICH guidelines, Q8, Q9, and the Q10, that you will find what we are talking. So it implies always the continuous updating with the science and technology, and it evolves to the stage like paper batch manufacturing record to the electronic the batch manufacturing records, the batch packaging records, then the automation, that PAT process analytical technique, and the real time real testing. This is the journey of the GMP to cGMP, and most contemporary practices in Indian pharma scenario. Um, the strength of the Indian, pharmaceutical industry is the scale, the volume we produce, the kind of generics and the various kind of generics, including the API also. So the need to upgrade the practices is the global for the global market. The at present the main contemporary levers, if you can ask me, I can tell you the QBD, quality by design, is happening. The digital transformation is happening. The process analytical technique, the PET, the automation, the lean manufacturing to remain sustainable and the competent in the business. So these are the enablers. So, but they must be matched with always the values to achieve the desired results. So human values playing a very important role. Um, the most challenges in India. I'll speak a little later on. I have few slides for that I will speak. So let me go to the uh, next slide about the digital transformation and the smart manufacturing. As a part of the digital transformation, the smart manufacturing, let us discuss the Pharma 4.0 components, which is basically driven by the artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, Internet of the Things, and digital twins, uh, manufacturing execution system, MES, EBMR, and PPR, and the supply chain blockchain for the traceability, RFID, radio frequency identification, which helps actually for the predictive maintenance, which reduce the machine breakdown, and helps to reduce the OOS, that is out of specification, improve the traceability, and the faster in the investigation. So what is happening? Digital tools support to transit from the reactive to predictive quality approach. So whenever a regulatory agency or authority comes, they also get the confidence. Yeah, so this is the kind of things happening. So let me talk about the quality compliance and the innovation. About the QVD and the PAT, which you can see in the ICH Q8 guidance, designing the quality into product and process. So earlier concept was quality by testing, which some of the representative sample from the batch you test, and then you declare the quality complying or not complying. But now the concept is different. It is each and every unit dose form should actually uh, confirm the quality by design. So there is no risk because each and every unit dose is very important for a patient perspective. So with this even with this concept, the monitoring of the quality either inline or online by the help of the analytics, um, and also the conventional process validation batches, the three batches validation practice is replaced by the uh, continuous process verification (CPV) right now, which is applicable for the the product life cycle. It starts from the inception, means product development to the uh, throughout the life cycle till you discontinue the product. So it shortens the time to release, better regulatory inspection and confidence and outcomes, and always very much flexible for the change control. And it also help for the technology transfer and the sustainability. So this is how the scenarios are going on, and let also talk about the sustainability and the operational excellence. The present sustainability as a business imperative like solvent recovery, energy efficiency, zero liquid discharge options, the green chemistry, and reduced packaging wastage, links to the operational excellence tools with the help of the Lean Six Sigma or Kaizen and the value stream mapping. Because unless and until you become competent and sustainable, it is very, very difficult to survive in the business competition. So all these initiatives need the capable and competent and skilled people, but without human value, it is really meaningless. So human capital dimension is very, very critical. Then let me talk about the human capital also. Going forward, we need the teams. There is no doubt that there should be multi-skilled, digitally savvy, strong in the very, very soft skill, and with the leadership, with the ethical decision making and the change management and resilience and the coaching abilities. These are the keys, but it is equally important to invest in the continuous learning, cross-functional exposure, and the academic partnership to build a strong talent pipeline for the future. So let me go forward. The talk about the challenges in the modern cGMP implementation. So mostly it is the in Indian scenario in everywhere it is the high cost for the compliance, particularly for the MSME, the small medium the organization, where the capex are very important to comply or the regulatory requirement or compliance, especially when it is comes to the high value capex, HVAC or automation installation. And these are the challenges for the MSME. Then your a single site, when you are going for aligning for the multiple regulatory authorities requirements, sometimes it becomes little challenging for them. And this is the very important, the data integrity. So recurring data integrity concern that really remains among the top of three inspections findings. And the most important, which is very important for those who are here for the future professionals, there is a really shortage of the trained professionals, both technical and the real regulatory compliance, expertise. And here the main, along with this, the human values. So this is very, very important. You can, though it is a challenge, but whenever there is a challenge, there is always an opportunity also. So if someone is having this skill and also coming with some values, they are the future star, I can tell. Okay, so now let me talk about the future expected contemporary practices around 2035. To tell you what is contemporary for today, it will not remain the contemporary for tomorrow. That is sure, because it's always keep on moving. By 2035, the pharmaceutical manufacturing will look very different from today. We'll see the cognitive manufacturing, and where the machine itself will learn, predict, and optimize on their own. Okay, and the digital twins will be used routinely to simulate and perfect every step before it happens. So by this, you will shorten your timelines, you will reduce the failure, and eventually the cost would be the minimized. So this will happen, and AI will play a very, very important role in the quality monitoring, and it will become the norms actually, catching errors in real time, not after the production. And personalized medicine will be tailored to to each patient needs to cater, and will be a regular reality. It's not just a concept. And regulators also will embrace the real-time data sharing, harmonized standards, and the digital the transparency. So, but with all this progress, it comes the responsibility. So, technology alone will not be enough for that purpose to achieve that, and we must also protect ethics, integrity, the honesty, transparency, and data privacy. So let me talk about how cGMP and the human values are, interdependent or interconnected. So the integrity and the character. Okay, uh, integrity in the pharma means doing its right even under pressure. This is the integrity. So recording any data with the honesty, owning accountability, and upholding ethics and the two integrity holds really build and the trust and also reduces the regulatory risk. So, to tell in a very nice way that integrity and the character is doing something right or wrong when no one is watching. So, when no one is watching what you are doing, that is called character. So, it is very, very important. And the human connection, especially when it is the leadership, the empathy, respect, and the compassion creates the psychological safety. So when leader listens with the uh, curiosity, the team feels valued and safe, and they speak very early and prevent small issues from becoming a major failures. So this is very, very important. How safe space you are giving to the team. Okay. The next is the growth mindset. Um, the it is the spirit of the continuous learning. So the adaptability, the curiosity, and the humility is the main fuel for a growth mindset, uh, turning deviations into a learning opportunities through the reflection or the simulation or the cross-functional learning in an ever this evolving formal landscape is very, very important. And lead the life with the purpose and the passion. This is the energy. So self belief is very, very important. And without self belief, either self belief or self doubt, both will go in a different way. So self belief is very, very important with the strong work ethics and the purpose driven passion. So which will actually transform the routine compliance into the meaningful contribution when every task is linked to the, if we think from the patient perspective. So if we do this, then no one can stop the excellence. It will flow naturally. So I think let me talk about now the way forward plan. Um, See, we need the human with the multi-skilled. There is no doubt on that. It should be digitally savvy and the strong in the soft skill and the leadership quality along with the, values, integrity and empathy. Also the hardworking with the positive attitude and very much resilience because there will be lots of ups and downs and the failures in the professional life, every life that you should have the capability or attribute the resilience. You should be bounced back. And life is only ups and downs. That's what the life is. Every day is not the same. So this is very, very important. You should have that attitude to bounce back, then only you can go up. And holding the responsibility and the accountability. And, these are the values which I'm talking about the human values. Neither you can buy from any shopping mall or no, nor you outsource. This is a very unfortunate thing. You have to, it should come from within. and it depends on the how you are nurtured actually, and it's talks about our upbringing, which we get from our teachers, from our parents, from our surroundings, from our circumstances, from the situation. But as a professional, we must have the values, because without values, it does not, no matter what, you have the IQ, how much intellectual you are, but it is very difficult to get the success in the life. So, uh, to get it done, I can tell you the there are four steps planned. Number one, it should we must build a culture of the quality, and second, we must combine the technology with the ethics, and third is the continuous learning. If we do not learn continuously, and then sometimes you will feel the outdated, and if you do not learn continuously, there will not be any growth. If you are not growing in the professional, then you are dying. This is very simple. So it should be a part of our life, the continuous keep learning the continuously. And fourth one is the track and monitor both the systems and the people performance. So these only helps make the pharma operation stronger and more sustainable for us. This all about my presentation, and now what I'll do, I'll move to the question and answer session. So I received 30 numbers of question, which all are, I must appreciate that, which all are very much good questions, and that speak about your institute. They are going very deep. They are having the brainstorming. I can find out from the question, but unfortunately it would be very difficult to answer all the 30. But I promise I will definitely respond all 30s later on in the either email or whatever I feel better. But a few of the question I would like to respond right now, about 8 to 9. So the first question I will like to answer: How do I how do I ensure data integrity in electronic records? The question is from Sarmista Ghosh. Okay. First of all, the purpose of the electronic records is to uh, to solve the purpose of the integrity. That is the main purpose, and that's why you are going for the electronic records. Now, in detail answering, it would be difficult, but I will tell a few, points. When we talk about the electronic records, it is not only the, in the computer, either Excel sheet or Word file, we are using the, soft data. It is not like that. It should be really designed and validated. The system we are talking about, the electronic records. So there are various systems like computer system validation, and the whatever system we are talking about, that must be validated for the intended use by following the GMP GAMP 5. So GAMP is a good automated manufacturing practice. So it is created by the ISP. Um, so this first of all we have to follow, and whatever you do in the electronic data, there should be an audit trail. This is the must requirement, because whatever you do, there is a trail electronically. You cannot. So you cannot do any modification or manipulation with the data. So it will remain always in original form. So that is the beauty of the electronic. So itself will maintain the integrity. And whenever you access the data, so there will be a log also, and there is a authority. There is a different level authority. For example, admin, supervisor, manager, operator. So everybody will have their own ID and the password, and it will have the ALCOA principal enforcement. ALCOA means attributable, legible, contemporaneous, O for original, accurate, and plus means the complete, consistent, enduring, and available. So, so whatever whenever talking about the electronic data and system, so every system and process should be designed to protect these elements. So then only it will be actually complying the electronic data. Otherwise, it will not be. So, so definitely, to answer your question, so electronic record itself is if it is made for the purpose itself is going to maintain the integrity. The uh, okay. My second question I will take: what are the some recent updates or the trends in the cGMP? It's from Sanket Pramanik. Okay. See, whatever question I'm answering, but I'll give in details. But to tell you few, uh, as I said, it is cGMP, as you mentioned also. It's a current. So there is always the update and trends. For example, if I talk about the ICH guidelines, which is mainly, I am talking about the quality guidance. So recent the updation in the you can find in the ICH ICH Q1, which is for the stability testing, which is recently updated in the April 2025. And there is another guidance, SCH E6, E for efficacy. There is a revision 3 for the good clinical practice. It happened on the July 2025, which is very recent. Then let me talk about the ICHQ9, which is about the quality risk management, which happened in the January 2023. So this is the revision 1. And this is very important, quality risk management. Whatever you do in the pharma industry, there should be risk assessment. This is the expectation of the authorities right now. Whenever somebody come for the authority inspection for audit, they are asking. This is the only one question, common question asking whether you have done the what is your practice for the QRM, quality risk management. What is your SOP? How you are doing? How you are implementing? How you are executing? They would like to see. And then another ICH quality guidance, that is 14, Q14, analytical procedure development. This happened in the November 2023. There are so many, but I'll mention in later also. Another question: are cGMP requirements same in every country? That is a question by Supriyo Khan. Okay. See, to answer your question, requirement may not be the same, but it is built on the same principle. Okay, there will be let's here and there little ups and downs. For example, 21 CFR, it is the part 210 and 211 emphasizes on something else. For you, Hydraulics 4, volume 4 speaks something else. So every body is having their um, own guidelines. WHO picks for India it is a Schedule M. For Australia it is a TGA guidelines. For Canada it is a Health Canada. So everybody is having their own, but the purpose and the principle is same. Okay, it's a good the manufacturing practices. The next question is the what would be the punishment for not following the cGMP rules by Puravi Maiti. Okay. So Punishment you are talking about for the organization or people? So it depends on. So okay, because organization point of view, if you talk that it depends on the seriousness. If it is life threatening, the organization may lose the even all the credibility, the business and the licenses and everything. So that's what about the organization, and people will lose the job then. If it is a specific person, then it could be again depend on the you know kind of the act he or she has done. If it is very serious in nature, may lose the job. If it is not so serious, but there is a unintentional error, maybe warning letter or counseling, those kind of. So it depends. There is no thumb rule, but we have to always justify what we do, whether as an organization or as an authority also. My next question, I take the if company discovers a minor deviation from a cGMP that does not directly impact or affect product quality, should it still be reported? Oh, the question by Sudeshna Khandra. Okay. First of all, unless and until it is proven by the risk-based and the science-based approach, we cannot say deviation is minor or major. You have to really prove it. If risk probability number is very, very less, very minimum, it is minor deviation and there is no impact to the product quality, we have to prove it. Uh, so we have to define, and no matter what, the either major or minor, definitely it should be reported because the deviation means it is based on some documents or some experience which we recorded yet. But thing is that if we do not, if things are happening rightly and if we do not report it, there is no chance for the improvement. So that's why we call the cGMP. And uh, deviation does not mean some mistakes. No, that is not the idea. Idea is if you want to do the improvement, there should be a deviation and there should be a change management which will be supported by the risk based and the science based approach. And that's how it happens. The cycle is moving like this. So if we do not report it, then there is a matter of integrity and the transparency. So we have to keep in mind it has to be reported, and but we have to address in a proper way, as we said. So any deviation, if you approach and propose with the proper justification, scientific justification, and the risk based approach, and you are showing that there is no risk or minimum or measure, and what is the, if you find the root cause, what is the root cause for this deviation? If it is addressed properly, 100% any regulator will accept it. There is no crime, it is accepted. Next question is, will AI affect the cGMP guidelines in future? The question is by Bratati Pakhira. Okay. I feel not at all. Um, um, it will affect. It will, in fact, it will be very much friendly and it will help. Means we are taking the advantage of the science. This is the evolution of the science and technology. It will be helpful. Next question is, how often should cGMP training be conducted? Training, okay. See, I will give in writing because it is not a single training. There are different kind of training in the cGMP environment. Whenever a candidate is onboarding fast, there are different kind of training. Whenever he is in the role, so there will be some other training. So there is no timelines, how often, but obviously there is a schedule, and there are other training also. For the regular training, there will be schedule how the training should be. So definitely I will answer it. How same person? It is the question was from Manish Daloi. Manish has asked another question: how often should CGMP inspection to be conducted? First of all, we have to understand what is inspection and what is audit. Inspection is basically what is done to inspect, that is the purpose, and audit is how well it is done. It's a broader perspective. Audit is very broader, and inspection is very, very specific. So there are inspection like internal inspection or self inspection, which generally happens twice in a year. But about the outside audit or inspection, it is not in your hand. Whenever the authority wants to come visit, audit, inspection for any regular audit or yearly or any specific purpose with the market complaints, that is not in your hand. But there are some schedule audit always you can, but there is something out of the schedule also. So there are internal and external audit. So that also I will give in a detail. uh, the last question I would like to take from the what is the worst case scenario in cleaning validation? The question is asked by the Rita Brato Pal. Okay. So whenever we talk about the cleaning validation in the industry, so it is based on the some metrics actually. So we how we decide the worst case scenario to say to fix the worst case scenario. The generally molecule solubility is the potency. We define the toxicity. So, and the manufacturing process, kind of the equipment, and the which equipments will be more, hard to clean, which part is a very difficult to clean. Those are the points. Depending on we decide about the worst case scenario and we define the metrics. For example, a manufacturing site is handling about the um, 15 to 20 molecules, for example. So out of that, which one is the coming under this category in every factor? So based on that, that matrix will be decided. Based on that, the cleaning for the cleaning purpose solvent or whatever the you will be used, effective cleaning method will be defined, and also the the analytical method will be defined. So this is the basically the process. Whatever, but I will definitely send all the answer to Dr. Biplav by email. And with this, let me go forward again. And my details are here. You can note it down. So, okay. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, here my submission. Uh, if we, as a nation, aspire to achieve and sustain a global leadership position in the pharmaceutical industry by 2047, which is our 100 years of independence, as a part of the Vikshit Bharat, we must strive for excellence across every domain. From innovation and the quality to the compliance and the capability building. I would also like to emphasize the importance of strong academia and industry collaboration, which can create a truly win-win learning platform, enabling us to grow together and contribute meaningfully to the nation's progress. As I come to the close of my session, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to each one of you for your time, attention, and the active participation. My special thanks to Dr. Biplav for kind uh, invitation to share my thoughts on such an important and timely subject, and to the organizing team for their excellent effort and coordination. Uh, your commitment and to fostering learning and professional growth is truly commendable. The question I got, I can understand. And before I conclude the session, I would like to leave you with a question to reflect upon. These are basically for the future professionals. So, my submission to all the future professionals, the when you step into the industry tomorrow, how will you contribute to making Indian pharma not only the largest, but also the most trusted in the world? So, with this, thank you very much once again. I wish you the continued success, good health, and the enduring spirit to keep the learning, growing, and leading with the purpose. That's all from my side. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
uh, whatever we have shared about the interdependency of artificial intelligence and human expertise in the context of cGMP. Thank you very much, sir, for having with us. And now I will share a small token of appreciation certificate, and I would like to request my technical team to share this with me. So this is the certificate for us, and we will communicate with email. So thank you so much, sir. for allowing this.
Thank you very much. I appreciate for it. Thank you so much. Are you there?
Sir, your session is over. Now, if you want, you can leave the session.
Yeah. So, is it possible if I leave the session?
Yes, yes, yes. You can leave the session.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So, thank you very much once again. Bye. Take care.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. Okay. Sir, are you audible to you?
Yeah.
Thank you. We have another renowned guest for the day, Mr. Anupam Ghosh, General Manager, Production Department, Mendine Pharmaceutical Private Limited. He is a working professional with ample experience in pharmaceutical manufacturing and food manufacturing practices. So he joined us online with us. So I am requesting Mr. Anupam Ghosh to continue this event and share his thoughts with the audience. So you can share your screen.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Myself, Anupam Ghosh, General Manager, Mendine Pharmaceutical Private Limited. So today we are going to celebrate third National Current Good Manufacturing Practices Day. So this is the very important day, so that we are going to celebrate and we are going to give the seminar on that. So I am explaining on cGMP with the sharing of screen. Is it visible? Hello?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Now it is better or previous one is better?
No, it's good.
Okay. So today is the third National Current Good Manufacturing Practices Day. So today is the very important day, so that we are going to celebrate on that and we are going to give the seminar on that. So first of all, we should know that what is GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices. So it is a part of quality system to assure each part of the batch of product, the product manufacturer are consistently meeting the predetermined specification for their intended use. And that current aspect emphasizes that guidelines are regularly updated to incorporate the latest scientific and technological advancement. Because that is why we are mentioning that the regulatory authority are mentioned, that's cGMP. Why GMP came? 1937, sulfonylamide acquisition strategy was happened that time. They sold as a powder and changed to liquid oral, and ultimately what happened? Diethylene glycol used and resulting 100 death due to renal failure. And Food and Drug and Cosmetic Act 1938, they binding in a rule to comply all these things regarding that formulation, because whatever previously what happened, that previously whatever any manufacturer, they formulated any formulation without any proper study. So that is the result that 1937 sulfonylamide strategy happened. Then 1960 again thalidomide diester was happened. Major teratogenic problem. That time also more than 100 people dead. So then again they investigated, and what were the preclinical, clinical, everything they investigated. And concept was came that time, and what they thought how to develop these things, and GMP, that time GMP implemented and focused in safe and effective medicine. Originally, GMP was based upon the best practice in the industry. They found it that time, and US and CGMP formally introduced in 1963 and significantly rewritten in again 1970. The World Health Organization in 1969 adopted these things. Canadian drug also, that forms already adopted 1980, and introduction of GMP in India 1980 under Schedule M of the Drug and Cosmetic Rule. The current good manufacturing practice came to India through the implementation of revised standard over several met us with the consideration of several factors and started the GMP guideline in 1988. The timeline of the key development as below, that is 1980, India began drafting the GMP standards. And again, 1988 GMP rules were officially incorporated into India law under Schedule M. That is according to Drug and Cosmetic Rule 1945. Then again, it is amended because there's some with the some factors was there, some impacted factors was happened. That's why it is again revised to 2005, and it is updating in GMP standard. Then again, it is revised in 2018. That is World Health Organization GMP, and 2000 and 2023 that government issued a directive requiring the pharmaceutical company to implement the upgrade revised GMP standard within a specific deadline. And that was emphasized that requires company to use to update technology. And at 2023 October 10, Indian government in collaboration with the Indian Drugs Manufacturer Association and celebrate the first National Current Good Manufacturing Practices Day to raise the awareness. And our MD is also the core member of that IDMA that we feel proud very much. Global GMP, the numerous version of GMP around the world. Schedule A came, the European country also, they taking that GMP rules and medical with the medical products, and code of federation regulation like PICS guideline came. So for Envisa also for Brazil. And how do GMP changes? So GMP change formally and informally. For example, the US FDA is currently considering the first the pharmaceutical GMP more than 25 years. And World Health Organization, which is also influenced global adaptation of this standard. Then revised Schedule A came, and as that is, and that whatever GMP compliance is required, it is totally mentioned in Schedule M. Then how does GMP different countries compare equipment and facility? What is the protocol to be required to run the factory premises? So standard operating procedure to be written, documentation, monitoring system. So all these things, when GMP came, all these things need to be implemented. So all these things, that equipment facility, factory premises, SOP, independent quality unit, so that quality assurance department concept came, well-trained personnel and management required rigid control of all activities. These are the activities came. So what is the principle of GMP? So main principle of the GMP, the people, products, premises, process, and procedure. So people are the important who run the who are manufacturing the product. So that personal, that people are very much important who are doing the work. Product is the very much important. That product is consuming by consumer or customer or patient. So whatever product is manufacturing in our factory premises, whatever product is going for market, whatever product is consuming by a consumer or patient, so that should have a proper quality. So that to make that quality, to maintain that quality, that premises is the very much important. So whatever premises we are constructing to manufacture the various type of dosage form, and for this, to make this product, the process and procedure also very much important. So what is the main difference between process and procedure? So procedures is the comes under process. Process is the broader sense actually. So there are so many procedures available in the process. Suppose we have one manufacturing process. So in manufacturing process, there are so many procedures step by step available. So we should follow the step-wise procedure properly, and it should be documented. It should be recorded properly, so that process will be evaluated in a proper way. What is the main value of the GMP? So the main value of the GMP, the safety, identity, strength, purity, and quality. This is the main 5 value of the GMP. So 10 common comments of the GMP, that is, you should write good and correct procedure. You shall follow your procedure properly. You shall document in your work. You shall validate your manufacturing testing process. You shall design and building properly facilities and equipment. You shall maintain your facility and equipment. You shall be competent with the consideration of education, training, and experience. Product by controlling and optimizing your product. You shall audit for compliance and performance. System should be there to comply all these things. Provide SOP for production and control, organize supply and use of correct starting material, define control for all stages of finished product correctly process, provide storage and distribution properly, self inspection. Self inspection should be proper. It is very much important for external.
Hello, sir. Are you with that? Your screen is not visible, sir. Hello. Yes, sir. You are visible now. You can share your screen.
দেখা যাচ্ছে?
Yes, yes.
Now is it okay?
Yes, sir. It is okay. You can make it full screen.
Now okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes, so quality management system is very much important to comply cGMP norms. So that ensure that product are produced with the proper quality in a controlled manner. So diminish risks that cannot be happen. So we should avoid the cross contamination mix up. Quality management is the having and quality control department, that is also a very much important department to maintain the quality of the product. So sampling in quality control, that sampling, specification testing, release procedure, recall, complaints. So all these parameters should consider the authorization. So whatever document, whatever testing record, that should be authorized document. The whatever we are using the document in factory premises for production for quality control department, that document should be authorized. Whatever laboratory procedure should be defined in a proper document, authorized document. In if is there anything that investigation and reporting should be there. QA incorporate both GMP and operation, because that QA concept came, why it is came like that. So operation, whatever operation is going on, like production, quality control, and warehouse activity, or any type of engineering activity in our factory premises. So with that GMP, who are looking for that, QA person is the only person to take care of that. So personnel is the very much important, must be sufficient qualified person to carry out the task, adequate number of qualified people with practical experience. Individual written job description should be there, organization and organogram layout, adequate authority to carry out the responsibility that is used for motivation of establishment to maintain the quality of the product. Personal useful reference document, that is organogram layout, job description. This is the reference document which we can show for inspection also. And what is the expectation of schedule aim or revised schedule aim? That is the very much important cleanliness of our factory premises. So location, surrounding, inside premises, inside production area. So everywhere that cleanliness is very much important to maintain the quality. Buildings and premises, the construction adapted. So that construction design should be like that wherever we can clean easily, avoid risks of mix up between material, etc., and avoid contamination and cross contamination. To prevent the entry of waste insect, that also you have to consider. Air conditioning system means that is why we are installing to maintain the grade of the area. So HU, air handling unit should be installed to maintain the quality of the area, so that we are manufacturing the product in a proper way with the quality. Even that is the preliminary requirement, factory premises, unique flow system, separate man material movement, smooth functioning, the free from crack, having like that, and the sufficient space for storage of the material or product. Light leveling, ventilation system like HVAC, HU system should be there. System for monitoring environmental condition, dust or fume extraction system should be there. Drainage system properly should be there. Water system, whatever as per our requirement, as per dosage form required, it is required in a proper way. Premises. So premises and surrounding premises, we should sanitize. We should sanitize ourselves also. So before entering the manufacturing area, that is one important parameter to maintain the quality of the product. So housekeeping is the important things. The pest control, rodent control is the important thing. Scrap disposal is the important thing. And power backup of UPS. Why power backup is required? UPS is required. We are so many instrument is handled by computer system, and whatever instrument is going ongoing process, so that power backup is required to maintain the quality. Otherwise, that some electronic data is ongoing process capturing. So if we are not keeping the UPS system, so it will be discontinued and error will come. So that is the one important thing. Sanitation hygiene is required. So segregated area is required. Clothing, proper clothing is required. Means gowning also required in a proper way. Closed processing system, wherever that product, any product is manufacturing, that should be closed in a proper grade is required as per the SCOM. Cleaning and decontaminations, we have to consider systematic workflow is required. So not permissible to process different product, means different product should be under different issue. Otherwise, that some industry they are maintaining the module system in a one product, they are a dedicated module premises is they are permissible to carry out the secondary packing activity only in packing hall. And health, this is the other some parameter is required, like that for personal health examination. Training is required time to time, various type of training. That is cGMP training, GDP training, classroom training, SOP training, incident-based training, like that. And that there should be familiar with the product and operator who is operating the machine. They should know this product is going. That they should have proper knowledge to operate the product with the machine. Clothing and changing facilities. Smoking, eating, drinking should not be allowed in any manufacturing area, including laboratories, and as well as storage room. Chewing gum and smoking should be banned inside the factory. Rest and refreshment area should be separate from manufacturing area. Personal washroom should not be open directly into towards the production area. And what is the GMP expectation requirement that should be a dedicated place is required to install any type of equipment or instrument. It should be well constructed parts of the production equipment that come into the contact with the product. So all these things should be that equipment as well as the instrument should be well qualified. Edible grade of lubricant seal should be there. Suppose in any type of lubricant, suppose food, sometimes we are using some lubricant punch in compression machine. So that lubricant is directly contact with the powder, so that we have to use the food grade type of lubricant. Some seal is we are using in industry that is called like a mechanical seal. So that type of seal should not be contact with the product. So machine also or equipment or instrument also should be designed with the consideration of the quality. Equipment, plant equipment layout, list of equipment, ID number should be there, make capacity should be there, it should, all these things should be recorded. Design and personal qualification of the equipment is required, that is in a sequence manner, that is URS means user requirement specification, PO means purchase order, DQ means design qualification, FAT means factory acceptance test, SAT means site acceptance. When that all qualification will be completed, then only we can tell that equipment or instrument will be qualified, and after that only we can use for desired purpose or commercial use. Before that we can't use any type of equipment or instrument. Requalification is required. Sometimes what happens, some major modification is required. So that time some area location also need to be changed. That time we can consider for requalification. Validation of PLC, whenever we are using that PLC, so PLC validation also mandatory. And for all these things, SOP is required, standard operating procedure for any type of process or any instruction should be followed as per SOP. But clean equipment, clean whole time study, dirty equipment whole time study, this is also requirement, line plan system, status labeling, log record, calibration process, calibrations, working range, everything is required to maintain the quality of the product. Washing and cleaning is also a very much important, because after completion one batch for one product, the cleaning is very much important, so that we can avoid the cost contamination, and we can use for our desired purpose to manufacture the product with the quality. So to review the specific requirement for each type of material, that is the starting material, packing material, intermediate material, finished product, reject material, recall, return, regenerate, reference standard, waste material, miscellaneous. So all these things should be kept in a proper level, in a proper way, so that we can identify, we can segregate all these things, type of material. There are so many type of material we are using in factory premises. So these are the important things. Use only release material, dispensing, that independent checks for dispensing material, packing material, storage, outdated unsolid material. So there's all this the material we have to keep in a proper manner, and we have to label it properly so that anybody can identify in a proper way. Intermediate, bulk product, finished product, rejected. So all this material and all these stages of material, how we will operate. So that should be follow as per SOP. Rejected material, recall, identify, store separately, access should be controlled. Return goods, so for return goods also SOP should be there. What is the nature of the product, history of that product, and everything should record it. Production and process control, approved and manufacturing instruction, dispensing process, manufacturing process, packing and dispatching, all these things we have to do in a proper way, in a sequence manner. In process control should be there. So in process specification, that process should be validated, sampling of IP and finished product, and timeliness of the process, all time study, everything should be considered. And when GMP expectation, process validation, there are so many validation is there. Like what is valid? First, we have to know what is the validation. So validation nothing but a rectification, confirmation, or to be certified. So that is called validation. So that what type of the validation is that process validation, cleaning validation, computer validation, analytical method validation. So under process validation, there are so many type of validation is there. Prospective validation, concurrent validation, retrospective validation, and revalidation. So when prospective validation is going on, prospective validation, it is happening on the R&D scale. When we are going to develop any product, we have to take the trial and we have to take the approval. For this purpose, we have to take 3 batches, 3 process validation batches. So this is called the prospective validation. Once we completed the R&D scale batches, after completion of the tech transfer batches, when we are going to process for process batches in commercial scale, that time we are conducted the concurrent validation. And after completion, the process validation a commercial scale, when it already goes in the market, in anything is there, any problem or any complaint is coming to us, then we will again take validation batches that is called retrospective validation. A revalidation, whenever it is anything required to revalidate for any kind of changes in a parameter, that time we are taking the revalidation batches. Stage-wise segregation is required. Status labeling is very much important. Yield reconciliation is the important to maintain the quality of the product. Online documentation, environmental monitoring, any deviation incidents shall be captured in and should be recorded. Reprocessing shall not be performed without review and approval. So quality assurance, that is a very much important department to maintain the cGMP norms. They frequently conduct your GMP training to personnel, all level, and it is collaborated with the various coordinating with the various departments, QC, production, warehouse, GMP. Is the very much important for them. There is a formally defined quality unit and which is autonomy and authority to act independently. Batch release system, so QA is checking finally. So before release the batch, they should check each and every things. The all drug product production and control record, including packing, material labeling, everything. The analysis report they will review, and after reviewing, they will confirm, okay, this batch can be dispatched, then only they will give the release. So completion of the document release of the batch with certificate by authorized QA person. SOP and SOP is the very much important. Why? How we will prepare the SOP, that guideline comes under SOP and SOP. So that SOP and SOP is the very much important. So that is the process which is mentioned in an instructive way, that is called SOP and SOP. How we, whatever we are following the process, whatever we are following the any type of operation, we should follow as per SOP, standard operating procedure. So that section is objectives, scopes, responsibility, accountability, definition, procedure, reference, abbreviation, and annexure. That format as per design on SOP and SOP, it is as per company norms. Okay. Change history, issuance, control, retrieval, training before implementation is required to implement any type of SOP. Documentation and control, it is very much important to maintain the quality. If we are not maintaining any document and we have produced so many products that there is no meaning to produce any type of product, because the documentation or control, that is the evidence how we will manufacture, how we will proceed any product, and how we will dispatch any type of product, how we will deliver to the patient or consumer. So that is the important things to maintain the quality of the product. We can prove it that we are maintaining the product in a proper way. So everything should be recorded, no verbal evidence should be there. Characters of the documents. So this is the very much important. So this is comes under the data integrity. One of the main tool of the data integrity, that is LCOA. Now LCOA plus came. LCOA is the attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate. Now plus is coming and it is denoting complete, consistent, enduring, and available. So what is attributable? Attributable is the data should show who created it, means who is performing. And legible means that data must be clear or readable, so that whatever we are recording, that should be legible. And contemporary data should be recorded in the time, on time. So whenever that process is processing, that time should be recorded. Maybe it is manufacturing, maybe it is analysis, whatever process is going on, that should be recorded on time. Original, that data should be, it should not be manipulated. It should be, whatever process is going, that should be recorded. Accurate, that data should be accurate. No manipulation, no, it should be error free. So accurate data should be captured. Complete, there shouldn't be any incompletion data should be submitted. So whatever process is completion, the same time need to complete all record regarding that all process. Okay, so consistent data should be in a consistent. So whatever predetermined specification there, if any parameters that there should be a consistent result. Enduring means that is the durability. Durability is very much important. Suppose one data already captured in before 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year back, but that whenever we can see that the data should be readable. That's why generally ball pen is used for industry. No gel pen is used for industry, because durability is the very much important. Available data must be available whenever any inspection will be there, whenever any inspector will check. So that time data we have to submit on time. Control. So in a several way that industry is following the control process. So that preparation, review system, approval system should be there, distribution system should be there, the retrieval system should be there, review and change should be there. In that way, we can control all the system. Change control. Whenever we are changing anything, whenever initiate anything, so we have to initiate the change control. So impact assessment and HOD approval is required, evaluation is required, so that we can implement anything for compliance, and we can maintain the quality. Verification and implementation also important. Closing is important. Post approval impact, what will be the impact, we should check. Change control logbook should be there. Deviation, is there any deviation is there, we have to initiate that record. How we are capturing that all deviation system, all these things should be captured in a proper way with the record. Market compulsory, maybe any market compulsory should be there, so that we should take very seriously, and we have to investigate, and we have to take the preventive action, corrective action with that. In that way, we industry can maintain that quality of the product in a proper way. Recall. So how recall? Recall also very well. If anything is there, so the recall procedure should be there. That should be in a SOP actually. So what is the recall process? So mock recall, and if they are mock recall, SOP should be there. Every industry should have that mock recall procedure also. And if anything recall is requirement, that they can proceed systematically. Self-inspection or internal audit, that is very much important to maintain the quality of the product. So, and it will be very much important for external audit also, so that we can meet the quality, that cGMP compliance also. So self-inspection mainly, generally, already I have previously experienced, it is conducted with the cross-functional department authorized person. Training, continuously we have to give the training. cGMP is required the personnel to be trained in a task assigned to them, as well as in the GMP themselves. Training need to be provided all personnel directly or indirectly involved with the GMP, including senior management, temporary or conduct staff. Training schedule, induction training, on-job training, SOP training, external training, retraining is required. validation already I have explained that validation is an important role to maintain the quality of the product. So thank you very much.
Thank you then for your elaborate presentation and that you have really shared the theoretical aspects of GMP, and I hope this presentation will encourage our students and it will actually help our students a lot. So, so now
Is there any question? Is there any question?
now it is open for the discussion. So students, if you have any
Yeah.
questions, you can ask. We have our expert with us.
Is there any question?
So I think there is no question. The presentation was very good. So thank you, sir, for having with us. So I will request our technical team to share the certificate of appreciation. So it is for you, sir. So we will send it to you via email. So thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much. So how many students is there? Can you show that? How many?
Yes,
Okay, great. So from student side, is there any question?
Is there any questions to me?
Mainly quality assurance department. It is a very much important. So you should know that all cGMP norms. Okay. So that schedule aim guideline cGMP norms. So you should know that who are studying in quality assurance department. So that is very much important. How many person from quality assurance department?
Quality assurance Parag.
কতজন আছো কোয়ালিটি অ্যাসুরেন্সে কতজন আছো?
4 students are there. 4 students are there from quality assurance.
তোমরা এইটার সিজিএমপি যেটা সেমিনার হলো এটার ইম্পর্টেন্স বোঝা গিয়েছে, এটা কতটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট। আমরা যখন একটা মেডিসিন বাইরে রিটেল শপ থেকে নিই, সেটা কনজিউম করি, সেটা সেফ রাখার জন্য এই ব্যবস্থা, যাতে করে পেশেন্ট সুস্থ হয়, সুস্থভাবে মেডিসিন ইনটেক করতে পারে। তার জন্য সব ধরনের ম্যানুফ্যাকচারাররা যাতে প্রিকশন নিয়ে ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং করতে পারে, সেটার জন্যই এই ব্যবস্থা। তো বিটি কলেজে এই অর্গানাইজেশনটা আমি খুব অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েট করি। তো এই ধরনের অর্গানাইজ করার জন্য, অ্যাওয়ারনেস প্রোগ্রাম করার জন্য, যেটা কিনা সবার মধ্যে একটা অ্যাওয়ারনেস ক্রিয়েট হয়। স্টুডেন্টরা যখন ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে যাবে তাদের মধ্যে এই অ্যাওয়ারনেসটা অলরেডি থাকবে, তো তারা সেইভাবে সেই মেনটেন করে প্রোডাক্ট ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং বা অ্যানালাইসিস করে নিজের জায়গাটা ঠিক রাখা প্লাস অর্গানাইজেশনের জায়গাটা ঠিক রাখাতে পারবে। এইটা অনেকটা বেনিফিট দেবে সব স্টুডেন্টের জন্য। তো এটার জন্য খুব একটা ভালো ইনিশিয়েটিভ নিয়েছে বিটি কলেজ।
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think from student side there are no.
ঠিক আছে, আর কিছু কারো কিছু জানার আছে?
No, I think there is no question.
ওকে ওকে ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for it.
ওকে, সো শ্যাল আই লিভ? আমি কি বেরোবো? আচ্ছা, ওকে ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।